So I arrived in Niš. Gonna be here for a while. I'm Nwando, an American expat living in and traveling in the Balkans for 4 years. After spending almost 4 months living in different towns along the Adriatic Sea, I returned to my second home of Belgrade, Serbia. I decided to stay put here for a month before I head off for some other adventures in the south of Serbia. Hello guys, Dobar dan, and welcome to episode 3 of the Balkan Diaries. If you're wondering what happened to episode 2, I had to take it off of my channel due to some reasons I can't really get into. But basically, I'll just sum it up. I was in Zagreb for a few days. I took the PCR test, which was scary. The moment of truth. Roll the moment of truth music. Oh snap, this bitch is COVID free. Just COVID free. This bitch is COVID free. I then met up with my girlfriend Anna. You guys, I'm reunited with my friend Anna from Brazil. Hey. We just walked around and she showed me around some of her favorite places in Zagreb. And then I met up with some new friends the next day. Tell everyone what you just told me. This is the most exciting thing that's ever happened in my life.
I'm quarters. Like I'm a true Balkan child. Okay, I'm a quarter Croatian, quarter Serbian, quarter Bosnian, quarter Macedonian. It's a really fun family reunion. They're really, really interesting. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Does everyone get along?
We all get along.
Good.
Like people die essentially every 2-3 years sometimes, but in general it's really okay. No, I'm just
oh my god.
Really fun. It's really fun.
So now I'm about to go to Belgrade Beach with my friends who are visiting from London. One of them is a comedian who's actually Macedonian living in London, so he's going on tour in Macedonia, which is fun. But anyway, so the beach is called Ciganlija. It's not called Belgrade Beach. And I'm gonna go meet my friends there. So guys, we made it to Ciganlija. There's so many people here. It's such a hot day. So we're just going to sit down somewhere and have a coffee, water, something to drink. Yeah. So Ciganlija, or just Ada, as many call it, used to be an island technically, but it was artificially turned into a peninsula. It has a long stretch of large, pebbly riverside beaches and long promenades full of bars and restaurants and different activities like rock climbing, bungeeing. Is it like the nicest beach ever? No. But you gotta take what you can get in a landlocked country, okay? Also, totally forgot to tell the taxi driver to drop us off on the other side of the beach near Time Out Restaurant. I went there last year, and I feel like the promenade on that side is just a little swankier, slightly more upscale bars, more my vibe. Trying to figure out how this thing works, so Vlad here is going to go sit on the swing. What's gonna happen again?
I'm gonna start swinging, and apparently the intensity of the it will trigger the sensor if the water swings.
Oh, let's see. Oh, it's working! Oh my god! It did it! Oh my god! Look at his wrist. Push yourself more. So I'm with my friends Larissa and Vlad. I was on their podcast a few months ago, and I'll link to the podcast in the description so that you guys can listen to it. But Larissa's an actress and Vlad is a comedian, and they're here in Belgrade because they're going to Skopje and they're doing a tour around Macedonia. And I'm just curious, like, how does one get into becoming a comedian?
Well, you have to be bullied at school. That's how everything starts.
Really?
Yeah.
I was bullied at school and I'm like, not funny.
I don't think you need to be bullied more than to achieve your full potential as a comedian. I mean, sometimes it's just therapy, it's not really comedy, you know, that's when we do the show.
And choose a Maltese girlfriend, she'll give you a lot of material.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well. So that's one way to become a comedian.
Interesting. And how do you become an actress? Like, what inspired you to go into acting?
I think I was an actress before I even entered this world.
Yeah.
I just always loved to perform from when I was really, really young, you know. Like, I remember 2 years old and I was already pretending to cry and stuff like that. And my mother would just like be like, what have I just given birth to? You know?
So some people just like have the acting bug and they just, it's like you just knew that's what you wanted to do.
I always knew I wanted to perform from such a young age. And then it's about, you know, persistence. It's a very tough industry.
Yeah.
So, same with...
That's why I could never do it. Because I was in a rock band and I like couldn't do it after 2 years because like some venues would stop like booking us, and I felt like it was like the feedback we'd always get was always about me because I was the lead singer, and I felt like my band like never had my back, and almost they started to like believe some of like the bullshit like rejection feedback that I felt like wasn't true, and then I just like lost my mind and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
It is really tough, you know, and there are days where I think to myself, why do I do this?
Yeah.
And you have to, I mean, I can't imagine doing anything else.
Yeah.
So you just have to keep persisting and trying, and at least you'll know that you tried.
That's great advice. That's really good advice, people. Some people are starters, some people are finishers. You guys are finishers. I'm a starter. Because I never finished anything, so I need to take that advice. So, it is my last day in Belgrade. I didn't film so much while I was here. I think it's because I just live here for so long. I've lived here for so long, so when you have a YouTube channel, it's almost like you need to be inspired to be like, I'm gonna pick up the camera and I'm gonna vlog and I'm gonna capture everything. And Belgrade, it's like just home to me, you know? So I don't feel that inspired even though it's such a beautiful place. But I thought I would just film me just running some errands here. I have to go buy a bus ticket because I'm going to Niš tomorrow. It's not the most exciting thing, but just show you everyday, boring, normal, daily life things of living in Belgrade. This street, it's called Balkan Street, and it's one of the steep streets in Belgrade, kind of like San Francisco. I love it so much. So this is actually my first time being back to where you have the train station and the bus station since I left Belgrade in April, and this thing is pretty new. I've heard so many people talk about it being like a monstrosity and it's like, oh my god, Belgrade, they're ruining the city with these statues. But I like it. This looks so pretty now. Before it didn't have this. It was just like street here, there was one restaurant here, and I like when Belgrade pretties up the city. Ciao, želim da kupim kartu za Niš. Oh my god, every time I come here, the people that work here are so fucking bitchy. And this time I ordered the ticket completely in Serbian to make sure, like, maybe they'll be nicer to me this time. No. Guys, I ran into my friend Stefan. He's the nicest, good-looking boy in Serbia. Boy. Yeah.
27-year-old.
Where are you going?
To work.
To work. Hello guys, so I arrived in Niš. I'm in Niš now. I'm gonna be here for a while, so the next videos that I'm going to be making are going to be about living in Niš, seeing how I like it. I just really wanted to spend the rest of the warm days of the year in South Serbia. So I'm gonna be making videos about South Serbia, so if you're excited for that, be sure to subscribe. And also, if you have any suggestions for me of places to go, things to do, things to see in South Serbia, whether it's some fortresses or some archaeological sites or some cities or little villages or whatever that you think is so cool and you want me to make a video about it, please leave it in the description, your suggestions. I appreciate that so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.